try not to concern myself with it too much, but sometimes, you just lay there, especially on my birthday, bro. That gets me every year.
Because another year's gone by.
Yeah. And I think, holy
Man,
17 years.
you're deep, bro.
In
When I was
17
your
years,
age,
I'll be 40.
when I was your age, I never thought about getting older. Never occurred to me that the sands through the hourglass is just like I was just go, go, go.
Yeah. I just feel like there's not enough time. Even if I live to be 100 years old, it will not be enough time. And that's very, very scary. Like 100's kind of the cap.
This may or may not help, but I've been pretty much through all of that as well. And there's a point where it's like you basically just exhaust your brain thinking about it, and you just accept that there's nothing you can do to extend it.
Yeah.
And it just bothers you less.
Yeah, I suppose. So what is the answer, dear viewer? How does one deal with the certain knowledge that this life is fleeting and somehow enjoy the time we have here? The question that I often pose is life more or less valuable due to the fact that it ends? Some people, who was I talking to? Yeah, this weekend I was asking that question, and some people have said it's less meaningful, and some people say it's more meaningful.
I say more. If we all knew we were going to live 10,000 years, I feel like it would diminish the value of it.
Yeah. Zach?
I feel like there's an episode of Stargate where they stumble upon this planet where these people have like a ridiculously short lifespan. I want to say it's like a month or something like that.
Huh.
So they are born and they die and live a whole life within like the span of a month. And it's like really interesting looking at it from like an outsider, because from their perspective, like the main character's perspective, they're like, yeah, we live for like years, like decades. And then these people live for basically a calendar month.
Yeah.
And they're fine with it. So I think realistically, if you could live for any amount of time, I feel like it would still be on your mind that it's not infinite, regardless of how long, because it would just change your perspective of how long you have left, which as a kid, you have no concept of it. As an adult, it starts to be more and more of a concept of it until you eventually basically either accept it or you fear it until the day it comes.
Nice.
So knowing that it's coming, and the thing we already talked about the perspective change, if we could do that, like let's say you knew you were going to die in a week. What would you do different?
It would be quite the week.
Yeah. It would be you just want to experience everything. You wouldn't care about money.
Okay, is this the world coming to an end or just me?
Just you.
Because it's probably a lot of just like figuring out passwords and writing them down.
So preparing so that your loved ones can take over when you're gone. Yeah.
What would you do, Jason? You have 1 week, bucket list style.
Well, I mean, like Zach, when you've got family that you're leaving behind, there's a lot of things you got to think about. If I didn't have to think about that, it would be different. I would want to soak up certain things and just enjoy life. But
I don't know, telling me that I won't live long enough to experience the consequences of most of the actions is probably a dangerous thing.
But I guess for me, everything that's most important comes down to relationships. If you think about any of the loved ones that you've lost, most of the time I think people go, man, I wish I would have said this, or I wish I would have spent more time with that person that's not here anymore, even just a little bit. It's that bargaining thing we talked about. You're bargaining for time. And so, yeah, when you really, I think if you could focus the lens of what's important, I think it's relationships, the money, the activities, even oh man, I never went skydiving. That all takes a back seat to how did you treat the people you love and care about. So it's a depressing as hell episode.